It was a hot summer day in mid-August, and also the day of the Bon Festival. Nice. The Ogasawara Bon Festival was famous for being quite a spectacle. The locals were pumped. There were many tourists just as excited, eager to participate. And at the end of it all, there would be fireworks.
忙しい忙し
Yeah, busy, busy, busy.
いねえ、持ってくものってこれだけ
Machiko's cafe had become a bit hectic after lunch. That was mostly due to us having to run a street stall for the Bon Festival. I see. Grandma said she wasn't going to participate this year because of her legs, but changed her mind thanks to the three of us. Oh. We were just happy to help out.
ところで、うちのお店はどんなメニューを出すの？アイスコーヒーとスムージーって言ってたのに、何このガスコンロと鉄板は。
We're doing barbecue? I would love some barbecue food. Hehe. A little birdie told me they got their hands on some good stuff. Oh, meat! Niku! Figured I would try making the cafe's secret dish.
裏メニュー？
Something to do with meat, or is it fish?
あ、もしかして。
おう、ヒロ、来たぜ。
You brought the food? Ryota, just in time. Ryota had brought some fish he had caught that morning, yeah. So it's going to be some secret dish that has to do with fish.
あー、やっぱり。
What? You don't like it? Tuna? Oh, is it tuna? Emily peeked inside the styrofoam box Ryota had brought, then jumped back and latched onto Chisa. It is tuna, isn't it?
チサ、
Oh.
サメが入ってる。
Shark?
よしよし。もう死んじゃってるから噛みついたりしないわ。
Wait, we're gonna eat shark meat? Well, I don't know about how shark meat tastes. I have eaten shark fin soup before though. Shark fin soup is pretty nice, but shark meat?
ナナ、どうするの？
Cook it.
どうって。
Well, we don't just catch it for no reason, no. We catch it to eat it. Unless we use it for some other, I don't know, like ornaments, make ornaments, but why would we do that? I'm gonna accept it with thanks. We're having shark burgers tonight. Shark burgers? I don't know about that. I've never eaten shark feet. I've eaten shark fins, right? But not shark meat, as in the body meat.
サメバーガー。
You get to eat shark meat, you know? Emily went as pale as a ghost and was about ready to foam at the mouth. You're not gonna be eaten by a shark. You're gonna eat the shark. But I didn't know there's such a thing called shark burger. I'm actually surprised. Shark burger, we're actually gonna eat a burger made with the patty being shark meat? Would be interesting. I actually would be interested to try this food out, shark burger. But anyway, let's see what shark burger is. It's a secret dish, sometimes sold at Machiko's cafe. It's not only an Ogasawaran dish, but one found on many islands. It uses shark instead of a beef patty or chicken patty, for that matter, or even fish patty. Sharks sometimes get caught in fishing nets, and the fins are removed and the rest thrown away. Although most shark meat smells of ammonia, there are edible sections which are used here. So is the edible section? Is it the fin? If it's the fin, that makes sense. Sharks weren't actively sought out, but sometimes they will get caught in nets by accident. So because they got caught in nets by accident, we might as well just use them. Use the shark burger, okay? If the meat made its way to Machiko's cafe, we used it to make shark burgers. Since we never knew when we would be able to offer them, we treated it like a secret dish.
よう、りょうた、いいサメじゃないか。
Nice shark for you, yes, that's right, Machiko. Grandma came out to inspect Ryota's catch.
おいよ、マチコバ。今朝上がったばかりだぜ。
おい、どこのクソガキ、何やってんだ。さっさとさばいちまいな。
Of course, of course. Jeez. I mean, Roger that.
やるか。
あんたには刺激が強いだろうから 私らは盆踊り会場に荷物の搬入でもしに行こうか。
Yeah, because we're going to cut up the shark. I don't think you want to see it. Yeah, go somewhere else. Yeah, then see the shark or the blood or the, oh my god. I think it would be probably a bit too gruesome for Emily. And it's evening. The sun was setting and people were starting to gather at the Bond Festival ground. So we're gonna be celebrating the Bond Festival.
どうにか間に合ったな。
Just in time, nice. Thanks for lending a hand, Ryota. Cleaning a big shark like that really took skill. Luckily, Ryota had experience since he came from a fishing family.
いいって。俺もカフェマチコの裏メニューのファンなんだ。
Big fan, eh? Good, because you're free to eat all you want. We divided the cleaned meat into sections and ground what we needed. The rest will be used in other dishes or sent to the local supermarket.
にしても、もっせえな、売り子たち。
Sales
何やっ
girls?
てんだ
You mean those two girls, Chisa and Emily? They said they needed time to change into their yukata? They told me this when they had returned to the shop, but I couldn't imagine why aprons would take so long. I don't think it's aprons. While we waited, a crowd of locals and tourists gathered and chatted about the shark burgers.
先に始めちまうか。
We should wait for them though. I guess so. And just then,
お待たせ。遅くなってごめん。
let's see the girls in the yukata. Yes. Or kimono, but I think it's more yukata than kimono.
ごめんなさい。
What were you two? Ta da da da! Yukata. Nice. Why you look so embarrassed, Chisa? Okay, I'll let me just tell you this first. You look beautiful, Chisa. Okay, anyway, because both of them are in their yukatas, right? So it's like, I think maybe there's a choice coming right up. They'll be like asking, how do I look? How do we look? So we'll have the choice of who we should compliment first, right? Who we should compliment first. And yeah, I think so. So that's Chisa in the white yukata, and wow, Emily in her purple yukata. Did Machiko, our grandma, help to dress you two up? Probably.
Ooh.
Oh, indeed. Oh, it's a surprise, eh? When the gathered crowd noticed the pair in their yukata, they naturally parted to let the two girls pass. Yeah, so it's yukata. So yukata is traditional Japanese clothing usually worn over bare skin instead of over and under kimono. Yeah, so basically usually, you know, girls and men who wear yukata, they don't wear any underwear underneath. Yes, usually they don't wear any underwear. Usually. Well, maybe that, yeah. I mean, now I think because if you want to stick to traditions, yeah, you're not supposed to wear underwear under yukata. It's supposed to be worn over bare skin. Yeah. So it was originally a bathrobe or evening robe, and that also makes sense now. Why yukata is worn over bare skin. Yeah, no underwear underneath. But recently has become a popular festival fashion. And it's also a popular thing in anime. Oh, mesmerized. Yeah, look at that yukata.
ちょっと、何か言いなさいよ。
Cat got my tongue? Oh, totally.
似合ってないかな。
Here we go. Incoming choice. There we go, see? I'm really smart. I know a choice is coming right up. Oh, but it's not a choice between Chisa and Emily. In fact, it's either you both look amazing or, well, you two look okay. Well, of course, I'm going to choose you both look amazing. Why would I want to choose a choice that wouldn't favor either of you? Right, of course I would choose a choice that would favor both of you. So you both look amazing. I'm not going to say here. You both look amazing. You two look really nice, beautiful, pretty. He was honestly at a loss for words. And that seemed like the best way to reply. Now it was their turn to react. I wonder how both are gonna react. Probably Emily is gonna hee 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 hee, hush, and then Chisa is like, oh my god, you, something like that, or something like that.
本当やった
See, Emily will be like hee 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 hee, and then Chisa will be like, what?
まあエミリーのついでみたいに褒めてもらっても困るけどね。
Hey, you seriously need to be more honest with yourself. I do mean you too, no, Chisa. Phew, looks like they got it.
サメバーガー一つくださいな。
Oh, we've already done preparing the shark burger? Nice. I mean, I thought it's like we only managed to chop the meat and all that, but okay, we managed to prepare quite a lot of the shark burgers. Chinami had stuck to Chisa's side and used her to jump to the front of the line. Got it! One shark burger coming right up.
エミリー、やるよ。
Oh, the mention of shark burger really makes me want to eat shark burger, making me really hungry. It's time for what though?
カフェマチコの裏メニュー、
Oh,
サ
right.
メバーガー販売開始です。
So Chisa and Emily are helping out with selling the shark burgers too.
こちらへ並んでください。
Nice, look at the shark burgers. Oh my goodness. The two young girls in yukata began organizing the line, running the register and calling in more customers. Wow. Now this is what you call an awesome CG. Very beautiful, yeah? Both of them holding shark burgers, hey, and then selling, using their sex appeal as well to sell the shark burgers to the customers. No sex. Well, I mean, sex appeal sells, so plus shark burgers, of course. But no, the shark burgers are the main thing. But sex appeal is the helps too. I was busy manning the grill with help from Ryota. Just chat a bit. Yeah, the two younger ladies in yukata began organizing the line, running the register, and calling in more customers. Yes. Order up!
サメバーガーとアイスコーヒーで1500円になります。
1,500 yen. That's like $15. Wow, that's like $15 US. That's actually quite expensive. The shark burger with iced coffee. That's actually quite expensive. But it makes sense because shark is a rare food, right? A rare specialty.
ありがとうございます。
Nice. The novelty of shark burgers and the two beautiful girls in yukata attracted a huge line within 5 minutes of opening.
すごい人。すいません。お隣に迷惑になりますんで、列を乱さないようにお願いします。サメバーガーうまうま。
Mama? Tourists typically bought them for the novelty, but once they had a taste, they were sold. Machiko's cafe didn't offer shark burgers just because they were unusual. Grandma's recipe was well thought out and exquisite. Grandma is really the cook, isn't she?
みんなよく怖くないわね。私だったらサメなんて食べられないわ。
I mean, why would they be scared? It's already food. Emily was surprised by how well they were selling, probably because of the novelty and also because they're delicious.
そう言わずに食ってみろって。うまいぞ。
Yeah, just try out.
そうそう。そう言ってる人に限ってハマるのよね。
Yeah.
怖いものをあえて食べることで恐怖を克服するのです。浴衣も似合う金髪のお姉様。
Chinami, she has a name. Emily has a name. But anyway, yes, Chinami's right. Consuming that which you fear will help you overcome it.
じゃあ後で一ついただこうかしら。
Yeah, please do. Oh my god, now we see the shark burger, you know, reviewed a little bit with the mayonnaise and the meat and the vegetables. Man, so tempting. Forget later. Here's one now.
でも
Let's try out. You'll love it. You haven't had dinner, right? Come on, you have one too, Chisa.
いいの？
Sure. Just think, when people get a load of you, two lovely ladies chowing down, and then, you know, also publicity, right? Yeah, they can be the sales girl, you know, the publicity girl. They eat the hamburger. Oh my! Very delicious. Then more people will line up for the shark burger, right? This is what you call smart marketing. Yeah, so yeah, And just think, when people get a load of you two lovely ladies chowing down, they'll come running.
そういう作戦か。
Yeah,
もう十分な気がするけど。
we can get more, you know. Emily and Chisa accepted their shark burgers. So how is it?
美味しいかも。
Camel? It is delicious.
あん。
Aww.
懐かしいこの味。最近やってなかったもんね、店で。
Look at Chisa blushing when she's tasting the shark burger.
サメを食べてるなんて不思議な気持ちだわ。
別に珍しくないだろう。スーパーにもたまに並んでるぞ。
Really? I guess, well, maybe the Ogasawara Islands shark is considered quite... Well, it's readily available. But you know, yeah, in most other countries, I don't think shark is that readily available, right? Even more customers came by, drawn in by the two girls delicately eating shark burgers, trying to keep their yukata free of stains.
美味しいですよ、サメバーガー。
Yeah, sales tactic.
ちょっと怖いけど、でも美味しいサメバーガー一つ1000円です。
I see. So the shark burger is 1,000 yen. That means the iced coffee is 500 yen. So about US $5 for the iced coffee and US $10 for the shark burger. Kind of expensive, but I think it's well worth it. Yeah, given that shark burgers are a novelty. Yeah. And then plus the superb iced coffee. That's usually the standard price, right? US $5 when you go to like those coffee shops like Starbucks. Yeah, you know. There were so many people in line, never seemed to shorten. It looked like we were going to be number 1 in sales tonight. Nice.
サメバーガー売り切れで
Nice, all sold out.
す。みんな売れちゃった。
サメ1匹分が2時間ちょいか。
Whole shark. So all the shark meat in the shark burger in just over 2 hours. I'm so tired. I flopped into a chair and finally took a break. And with that we were out of shark burgers. At some point I had given up on trying to keep track of how many burgers we had sold.
あとはアイスコーヒーとスムージーをのんびり売るって感じか。
We also had smoothies. Oh, the perfect dessert. Refreshment.
すごい勢いだったわね。
Thanks for your help, poster girls.
遊んでこいよ。こっちはもう大丈夫だから。
Alright. Emily and Chisa looked at each other.
でもまだおしまいじゃないんでしょ。看板娘が両方いなくなっちゃうのはまずいでしょう。
それもそうだな。じゃあ交代で休憩だな。
Oh my god, take turns going on break. That means I'll get to go out with one of the girls. I think there's another choice incoming. Maybe you can choose one of the girls to go with together.
ヒロ、お前も遊んでこい。久しぶりだろ。父島の盆踊り。
Yeah, smell another choice coming. That means Hiroki and one other girl. Who will it be? Another choice incoming. That's true. I stood up from my chair.
ヒロ兄はどちらをお供にするのでしょうか。
Yep. Huh? You have to choose, of course. Because both of them are not coming with me, right? Because they need someone to stay here. So they need to take turns. So I have to choose one. Well, this one we have to save.
セーブしておいたわ。
Okay. Since I'm going down Chisa's route first, like I said, we're going for Chisa. Okay, Chisa, you ready to go on the break?
え？私？
Yeah. Why are you so surprised?
いやだっててっきりエミリーを誘うんだと。ほらエミリーの方が可愛いわよ。浴衣も私と違って超似合ってるし。
Hey, you have your own charm. You have your own beauty, and I like that side of you. What are you talking about? I said I want to go with you. You don't want to?
いってらっしゃい、チサ。 店は私に任せて。
Yeah.
おう。
So, are you ready to go?
うん。
Alright, you're deep down very happy, right? Chisa joined me, but seemed really nervous for some reason. Click clack from the floppers, the flip-flops. The sound of Geta walking behind me could be heard. Geta, so Geta is an old-fashioned Japanese wooden footwear. Alright, the Geta. Yeah, that's what I'm referring to. The wooden clogs, basically. Those are the wooden clogs. Not flip. I think they're also known as flip-flops, but yeah. No, actually they're not called flip-flops. Wooden clogs, right? Okay, so to be exact, they're Geta, old-fashioned Japanese wooden footwear. In recent years, it has become popular to wear them festivals packed with yukata. I slowed down. Chisa smiled at me, slightly embarrassed as she came up alongside me.
ごめんね。なんか歩きにくくて。
It's fine, we can take our time walking. Chisa looked like she wasn't used to walking in her yukata.
やっぱ似合ってないよね。
Nah, it suits you perfectly.
私は嫌だって言ったのよ。けどエミリーがどうしてもって。
I think it's, like I said earlier, I think it's Machiko who helped them wear the yukata, right? Or is it someone else? Why not? I think it looks great on you. Yeah, it looks beautiful on you. どうしたの？
別に。
変なやつ。Maybe she didn't want to see her dressed up like that since we had been friends since we were kids. That explained why she wouldn't walk next to me, but stayed a few steps behind. To be honest, this was better for my nerves. Even though I was so used to being around Chisa, with her dressed in a yukata, I was mostly at a loss for words. For the moment, we maintained an awkward distance as we walked around the festival. Come on now, we should be walking side by side, not Chisa walking behind me. In the main area was a wooden stage with people dancing in a circle around it, and more food stalls, much like our own. It's as lively as ever.
そう？普通でしょ。
Normal, everything is normal to you, come on now. We have a Bond festival back home, but it's nowhere near as exciting as here.
ふーん。
Yeah, you should actually come to my place. I think Hiroki lives in Tokyo, right? What?
だって知らないもん。よそのことなんか。ヒロキと違ってさ。
Well, I can take you there someday. Chisa's mood darkened as she spoke. Do you want to dance? Since you're all dressed up and everything.
いいけど。
And so, despite Chisa's grumpy face, when I entered the dance circle, she followed right after. Chichijima's Bond Festival was well known for being rather intense. Along with having a lot of people, it seemed like everyone had their own bit of style to add to the dance. Tourists often got swept into the action too, so in the end it was a great mix of young, old women and men. It was really fun. Oh yeah, it went like this.
違うよ。こう。
We're reminiscing the past, how to dance. Chisa showed me the moves, and I copied her as I danced. Like this? Cool.
そうそう。うまいうまい。
Nice. I was always really excited about the Bond Festival when I visited as a kid.
ねえ、盆踊りいつ？明日？ってマチコばあちゃんにしつこく聞いてたよね。
Is that one of the reasons why Miss Machiko is like so angry with me? Every time she's so grumpy with Hiroki, for some reason, I don't know why. This was my first time at the Bond Festival since I was in elementary school, and I almost felt like a little kid again. Say, Chisa, do you come every year?
私？久しぶりだよ。
It's actually been a while? Why not? Is that so?
なんで？
Oh, nothing. All those summers I spent away, the only thing I could do was reminisce about the Bond Festival and the time I spent here. Naturally, I assumed that Chisa, Ryota, and Shinami all continued going to the festival even when I wasn't here. But I guess I was wrong. It was probably too embarrassing to go to the local festival after a certain age. Why would it be though? I mean, festival is a great place to go to for people of all ages. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be a kid to go here. And then we heard someone off to the side saying, "Hey, isn't that the dolphin girl?" One of the tourists dancing seemed to realize who Chisa was. Once the others caught a glimpse of the dolphin girl in a yukata, the crowd gathered. Just like a celebrity. Well, want to get out of here? I can take you some quiet place, so that we can sit together, talk to each other more. Chisa couldn't focus on dancing with so many people watching her. I couldn't stand to see her so uncomfortable, so I made a suggestion. Want to get out of here? See, I'm the smart one.
どこに?
Well, some quiet place. To see the fireworks. It's about time, right? Hanabi!
ああ、そっか。行く。
Yeah. So we're going to some quiet place to see the fireworks. Having found the perfect pretense, Chisa and I excused ourselves from the Bond dance circle.
もう嫌になっちゃうよ。
I know, you're like really embarrassed, everyone talking about you, right? Oh, so we're actually at the beach, we're going to see the fireworks at the beach. You complained, but you didn't ask them to go away.
しょうがないじゃない。島の発展のためだとか言われちゃったでしょ。
Everyone tells you to suck it up and help the island. The dolphin girl character had already become a draw for tourists, and was apparently way more famous than I or Chisa had ever thought.
九太郎を触ろうと追いかけ回す人もいたりして、結構困ってるのよね。
Well, that's one of the things about one of the perks of being a celebrity. It can be a double-edged sword depending on how you see it. Yeah, if you don't like to be popular, yeah, then this could be a problem. But there's no way they will catch him, right?
まあね、逆にからかって遊んでるけど。
Splashing water on the people that fin. As he walked and I led Chisa van, we slowly made our way over to Omura Beach. Yeah. The fireworks display was held on the same day as the Bond Festival, and the best place to watch it was from Omura Beach. Quite a few people out here.
だね。
The beach wasn't totally packed, but a large crowd of people had come to watch the fireworks. There were families and groups of friends, but the couples stood out the most. We're kind of like a couple too here, right? Then Chisa moved in closer to me and took my hand. Oh. Huh?
こうしてないと不仲カップルみたいに見えちゃうでしょ。
Maybe. She said, her voice full of resignation. I guess that would be a problem seeing as we do get along and all.
そういうこと。
Of course it didn't matter to me how we looked to other people. But if it meant we could hold hands, that was fine with me. You know, we held hands all the time as kids.
そうだったかしら。
You forgot? Chisa looked like she was feigning ignorance at my remark. Oh, look at the hands. We're actually holding hands now, yeah. Back when we were kids, we didn't need a reason to hold hands. We just wanted to hold hands, so we did. That was reason enough. I mean, if you're in love right now, you don't need a reason to hold hands either. I guess growing up meant that we needed to explain the reason behind our actions now. With that thought in mind, I looked at my childhood friend who was growing into a young woman.
何?
Oh, nothing, you look beautiful, that's all. I was just remembering how tomboyish you used to be.
悪かったわね。女の子っぽくなくて。
Well, it's good that you're trying to be... I mean, you're much more girly now. She looked away in irritation, her ponytail swinging around viciously. Oh, that was ancient history. Not really that ancient though. It's just like what? 4 years ago? It's not that ancient. Every so often, there were small glimpses of the old Chisa, but she was anything but a tomboy now. She definitely has grown up to be a mature woman. But there are some tomboyish sides, which is a good thing.
だから、そんなに見ないでってば。
Why not? Yeah, why not?
なんでって。
なんで? Yeah, なんで? Just then, the fireworks? Nice. Suddenly from the distance we heard a shrill whistling noise pierce the air. Nice. Woo! Yeah, those fireworks blow. Only one though? We need more. Together with the low swell of an explosion, a flower of light bloomed in the night sky.
始まった
Yeah. Wow. All across the beach, yelps of excitement to be heard. Yeah, look at those fireworks go. Woo! As the fireworks went up one after another, Chisa and I watched, speechless. Really, this is really beautiful, you know. Nice animation too, right here. Yeah. Wow. So many things, it's like it's been a while since you've seen fireworks. Yeah, there's a typo over here. I don't know how they messed this up. Like seriously, translators. You didn't come to see the fireworks?
家の窓から眺めるくらいだったかな。
A bit from your window? Oh man, that's such a waste. These fireworks were so close and she didn't even have to worry about crappy traffic.
だってつまんないんだもん。
Yeah, you know why crappy traffic, right? Because usually fireworks are in the cities, and then after you watch the fireworks, you have to like go back home, but it'll be like very crowded, the transport and all that. Like even if someone is driving you home, like if your parents, maybe it could be very crowded. You could be stuck in the traffic, right? What? You're kidding, right? What do you mean boring? What do you mean fireworks are boring? You know, the one thing I noticed about Chisa is that she tends to be like kind of like pessimistic towards life. Like she needs to really appreciate the finer things in life. Really needs to appreciate more. Yeah, the little things in life, she needs to appreciate them more. Really. I didn't understand how anyone could call this spectacle, this continuous shower of light in the sky, boring. Something must happen in her past. Or did something like that just get boring after seeing it year after year?
そんなことあるよ。
Like because you keep seeing it, then you. So maybe she's like suffering from that kind of the feeling, like kind of depression where nothing makes you happy, right? But yeah, I mean, I think that there are people with this kind of condition. Like no matter what, because they've been singing the same thing again and again, they'll be like, this is so boring. It's normal. Yeah, but really, you need to learn to open up your mind and appreciate all these things, even though it may be repetitive, but still. Chisa said as she raised her face.
今夜はそうでもないけどさ。
Yeah, that's the spirit, Chisa. Tonight is different. Because of me, I'm here too. Yeah, my presence makes it all the better. The brilliant rainbow colors of each explosion of light in the dark sky made her eyes shine. But the light became distorted by tears. Wait, you're crying?
盆踊りも花火も楽しさ半分だよ。バディがいないと。
Yeah, I know, right? When you're alone watching, it's really boring, right? But when you have someone accompanying you, it's a totally different thing. Chisa.
なんてね。
Nah, I think you're definitely saying the truth.
私はこの島しか知らないから、よそから来た人たちみたいにありがたみがわかんないんだよね。
I don't think so, Chisa, no. No. As Chisa joked around, she finally noticed that I've been staring at her.
ヒロキ？何よさっきから私のことなんかじっと見て。
I wonder if you're going to confess right now, or maybe later.
なんか照れるんですけど。
Tereru, making you embarrassed? Yeah, Tereru is embarrassed. You're so different than you used to be. It's like you've really grown up.
浴衣効果かな。
That's part of it, yes. But there's also your, you know, your two melons. Could be. She glared at me. When we were little, Chisa always said it was too hard to run in a yukata, so she never wore one. She still complained now, but she was still wearing one. She had grown inwardly and outwardly into a young woman that looked good in a yukata. As I looked at Chisa, I could feel my heart racing and my palms getting sweaty. I moved my gaze to the display above in an attempt to hide my nervousness. Chisa, why won't you go scuba diving anymore? The big question.
めんどくさいから。
That's because of that real pain? I could kind of see, but maybe that's another reason. Is that the only reason?
それだけだよ。なんで？
But you seem like really not want to do it. Or is it because I'm not around? That's why you don't want to do it. But well, now that I'm here, do you want to do it? Because you really loved diving.
素潜りでも潜れるじゃん。
That's different. That was true. Chisa's free diving went well beyond the kind of good swimmer level. When you're that good at swimming, scuba gear might slow you down.
どうしてそんなこと聞くの？
It's just been bothering me. Guess I kinda thought it was my fault. Especially after the last time we went diving. Remember?
うぬぼれすぎ。
Wait, I'm too paranoid?
なになに？自分のせいで私が大好きなことをやめちゃったって思ってた？
Pick something you love over me? Never mind. I never should have asked. I only asked because I was worried. But now I had heard all of this, so really nothing to worry about, maybe?
マチコばあちゃん、本当にこの夏で店を閉める気なんだね。
Closing this summer, so probably after this summer ends, so it's like after the summer vacation ends? Oh yeah, seems like it. She had grown tired over the years, but after the problems with her legs, she couldn't take it anymore. We had a long and difficult conversation about it. I really wish I could just take over the shop now. No, Miss Machiko should just not be stubborn and actually hand me over the shop. That was obviously impossible. I hadn't even finished high school. Well, we have to finish high school first.
寂しくなるな。カフェマチコがなくなっちゃったら。
But you know, if she closes it, and once Hiroki graduates from high school, he can always open it again, right? Yeah, I know a lot of locals won't take the news well. Over half the customers were regulars that lived on the island.
それに、マチコばあちゃんの店がなくなっちゃったら、ヒロキが島に来る理由もなくなっちゃうね。
What are you talking about, Chisa? What do you mean I won't have any reason to visit anymore? I still have you. You'll be another reason. You'll be a reason I'll visit you, and I said I will open up a cafe here. Huh?
夏が終わったら、
This is what she's worried about. She'll be left behind again. We need to assure her that you won't be left behind, okay, girl? Chisa's melancholy voice was mostly drowned out by the sound of fireworks, and I could barely hear her. What? Sorry, the fireworks are really loud.
ほら、見て見て、花火綺麗だよ。
Too bad we didn't hear that. Hiroki didn't hear that. The fireworks were pretty, but I couldn't tear myself away from the somber expression ever present on Chisa's face. Yeah, so that's the one thing she's most worried about, that she'll be lonely again. We need to assure her that no, we'll come back. I'll come back for you. We'll come back for you. You know? Yeah, like we come back here to the Ogasawara Islands not just because of Miss Machiko to help out and all that, but also because of you, Chisa. When we got back to the festival grounds, Chisa dropped my hand and ran over to the others.
たったいま
おかえり。
Alright.
おかえりなさい、チサ。ねえ、花火見てきたの？どうだった？いやー、綺麗だね。日本の夏といえば花火だね。
Best part of summer in Japan, you mean the Ogasawara Islands?
いいなー。
But maybe in Japan, yes. Emily said, jumping excitedly. Actually, yes. Actually, no. Fireworks are the best part of summer, yes. Because always the summer festivals, and then there's fireworks to close off the festival.
店番変わるからエミリーたちも行っといでよ。
Yeah, Emily and Ryota.
違 ちなみ行くわよ。
Oh, Emily and Shinami.
あいあいさ。
Why you call her sir? Ryota, you go too. I can handle the store.
おう、頼んだ。
Alright.
早くしないと終わっちゃう。急ぎましょう。
The three of them headed off to Homura Beach.
さてと、いらっしゃいませ。アイスコーヒーとスムージーいかがですか？
Oh yeah, we still have iced coffee and smoothies to sell. No need to work so hard. There's hardly anything left to sell.
そう？でも何もしないでいるのも退屈だし。
You can talk. With the fireworks going on, most of the festival grounds were empty. Even so, Chisa called out to the few customers around. It was then that I began to suspect that she was avoiding me. Avoiding me? Hey, Chisa.
いらっしゃいませ。冷たくて美味しいアイスコーヒーはいかがですか？
What did you say earlier?
ん？
Something about being left behind?
そんなこと言ったっけな。大したことじゃないから忘れて。
Chisa laughed as she tried to avoid the topic.
いらっしゃいませ。アイスコーヒーですね。500円です。ひろき、アイスコーヒー一つ。
Coming up, though we had been close enough to hold hands earlier, I suddenly felt a gaping distance between Chisa and me. Because she said that she'll be left behind again, and she doesn't want. That's why she's like trying to be separate from me, right? Yeah, trying to like avoid me because she didn't want to be parted from me again, right? Yeah, she doesn't want to feel lonely again. That's why she's avoiding me to try to like hide the pain that she's feeling in her heart, the loneliness that she's feeling right now. We need to really do something right about it. We need to assure her that we'll be there for her, right? Yeah, we have to.